Good day, St. Martin. I'm Jaciana Lassero.
And I'm also Lauren.
Good day, St. Martin. I'm Glenda York.
And I'm Tiziana Hart.
And welcome back to another edition of St. Martin NEWSDESK.
Brought to you by TV15.
We bring you the latest and most important stories around the island and beyond.
Let's dive into our top headlines. KPSM reports 4 arrests and weapon seizures during week-long enforcement operations. The St. Martin Police Force, KPSM, reports 4 arrests and multiple seizures following intensified enforcement operations carried out island-wide from Monday, January 12th through Sunday, January 18th. Working alongside the Uniform Patrol Division, KPSM teams conducted targeted controls at known high-risk locations to combat criminal activity and reinforce public order. When it comes to arrests and incidents, stolen vehicle recovery. On Arlette Peterson Road, a suspect was arrested while driving a stolen white Kia Picanto during a traffic stop. Several scooters were also impounded for documentation and safety violations. Shooting investigation. A suspect linked to a shooting incident was arrested. Searches at the residence uncovered 2 air rifles, a paintball gun, and a shotgun cartridge. In the case of illegal weapon possession on Corralito Road, a male suspect was detained after officers discovered a concealed alarm pistol during a traffic control. In regards to drug possession and assault on the Kimsha Strip, a suspect was arrested for narcotics possession, verbal abuse of officers, refusal to comply with lawful orders, and a violent resistance during arrest amid a hostile crowd. Some of the highlights of enforcement was at the Petro Plus gas station. Officers secured the area, conducted preventative searches, and addressed unsafe behavior, including smoking near fuel pumps, public disturbances, and noise violations. When it comes to the island-wide traffic controls, 160 vehicles were stopped, 45 vehicles were searched, 180 individuals were frisked. And getting into the weekly summary, there were 4 arrests, 4 scooters impounded, multiple hotspot operations conducted, all in last week. KPSM emphasized that enforcement actions will continue across all districts and warned that threats, violence, and non-compliance will be met with immediate action. The police urged residents to cooperate, comply with lawful instructions, and report suspicious activity to keep St. Martin safe. The police is also calling on the public to assist in stopping a continuing wave of jewelry store robberies and break-ins that have affected Phillipsburg over the past year, with additional incidents reported in Maho and Oyster Pond. Police say these crimes pose a serious risk to business owners, employees, and the island's economic stability. And while KPSM investigations, surveillance, and enforcement efforts have led to multiple arrests, the robberies continue, indicating that the crimes are organized and coordinated by individuals operating behind the scenes. According to KPSM, these are not random acts. Organizers and buyers of stolen jewelry are believed to be recruiting others, financing the crimes and profiting while remaining hidden. Police stress that community cooperation is critical. Someone knows who is purchasing stolen jewelry, who is benefiting financially, or who is directing these crimes. Silence, they warn, allows organized crime to continue. This is no longer just a police issue, it's a community responsibility, KPSM stated. Anyone with information is asked to contact KPSM at 542-2222-911 or the anonymous tip line 9300. NVGB launches island-wide public outreach campaign. NVGEBE has launched a comprehensive public outreach campaign aimed at strengthening communication, rebuilding trust, and engaging directly with customers across St. Martin. The initiative is built around 3 key phases. Phase 1, Candid Conversations with NVGB, a weekly public information series featuring open discussions with NVGB's management team, joined by media representatives and members of the public. These sessions will later be shared as video blogs across multiple platforms, addressing common customer questions and concerns. Phase 2, Media Outreach, a targeted media blitz including interactive radio interviews to provide updates on plans, operations, and ongoing improvements. Phase 3 is a community outreach events. Direct engagement within neighborhoods through district-based outreach events. NVGB teams will work extended hours in specific communities to address concerns, provide information, and resolve customer issues on site. Throughout the campaign, NVGB will continue to share information through press releases, brochures, social media, radio, video content, digital and print advertising, and community events. The outreach effort brings together representatives from management, commercial services, distribution, the power plant, IT, and corporate communications, with a shared goal of improving customer relations and transparency. NVGB says the campaign is part of its broader improvement roadmap following recent crises, and reaffirms its commitment to restoring confidence, improving service delivery, and working collaboratively with the people of St. Martin. The company thanks customers for their patience and encourages the public to follow NVGB's official Facebook page for ongoing updates. Minister Brooke relocates cabinet to Community Help Desk. Richinel S.J. Brooke, Honorable Minister of Public Health, Social Development and Labor, announced that effective Wednesday, January 21st, he and his cabinet will operate from Hope Estate, based at the VSR Community Help Desk, instead of the Government Administration Building. The move is part of the minister's commitment to bring government closer to the people and strengthen direct neighborhood-level engagement. The cabinet will maintain regular working hours at the help desk with public walk-in hours on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. Residents are encouraged to visit, schedule appointments, and share concerns or questions directly with the minister and his team. The cabinet will also assist senior citizens who need help registering for the GEBE relief program. Minister Brooke noted that this is the first phase of a rotating outreach plan, with the cabinet expected to move between VSR Community Help Desk in different districts. Updated schedules will be shared with the public. We cannot serve the people properly if we are not accessible to them, the minister said. This is about being present, listening, and shaping policy together within the community.
Hello, my people. My name is Glenda York of Sit, Sip, and Chat and Moms in Paradise podcast. You can find us on TV 15 St. Martin, TVC St. Kitts, and on YouTube. Reporting from Great Bay Media Studios in St. Martin, your NEWSDESK feature story is coming up. But first, here is Mizzy with the Sunshine Report.
Hey there, it's Mizzy with the Sunshine Report, straight out of Sunshine City, St. Martin, bringing you all the warmth and the sunshine you need to kickstart your day. So let's dive into today's forecast and see how the skies are treating us. Don't forget to follow NEWSDESK on Facebook for your daily Sunshine Report. So as you enjoy the rest of your day, stay safe, stay friendly, Sunshine City.
At Telem, we believe connection goes beyond signals. It's about people. From every call, every laugh,
Hi, Merry Christmas. Thanks for calling.
every moment shared across our island,
Game time.
we're reminded this network was built by St. Martin for St. Martin.
I couldn't. Oh, I got you. Don't worry, man. We're good.
When are you coming to St. Martin?
All right, let's go. Go.
Here's to staying connected to what matters most. Your connection, your Christmas.
Stay connected to the best of local and Caribbean content anywhere, anytime with the TVC Plus app, the official app of TVC Channel 40. With the TVC Plus app, you can watch TVC Channel 40 live, catch every episode of your favorite shows on demand, watch exclusive pay-per-view content, listen to Voice of the Caribbean radio, and watch and read SKN Newsline. The TVC Plus app is available on all your devices. On the Google Play Store, search TVC and the plus sign. In the Apple App Store, type the words TVC Plus. And we're also available on the Amazon App Store for Fire TV and Fire Stick devices. Search the words TVC Plus. Download today and take TVC Channel 40 wherever you go.
All right, don't miss NewsDesk. Weekdays at 11 a.m. and 5 p.m. on TVC. Sync Kids to the World, now streaming everywhere. 2026 passenger transport confirmation letters are now open. The Inspectorate of Economic and Transport Affairs, AITA, has launched the 2026 passenger transport confirmation letter process for all bus, taxi, and passenger transport permit holders. What's new for 2026? Well, there's 2 application forms, one for individual bus and taxi permit holders, and one for legal entities. It could be bus companies, touring cars, unregulated transport, and car rentals. A crib number is now mandatory for both individuals and companies. Proof of 2026 road tax payment is required before a confirmation letter is issued. For companies and legal entities, all vehicles under the same permit must be submitted in one consolidated application. No separate vehicle submissions. Required uploads include Chamber of Commerce registration, tax data fleet details, road tax receipts, inspection cards, and insurance. For individuals, please submit personal details, crib number, permit info, road tax receipt, valid transport permit, St. Martin driver's license, and a national ID. If using an assistant driver, include their details and a signed declaration. Vehicle photos and an inspection appointment are required. When it comes to vehicle requirements, each vehicle must have a fire extinguisher and first aid kit. Vehicles with defects may be sent for re-inspection, even with a valid inspection card. The deadline is Friday, February 27th, 2026. Late submissions may face delays or be marked inactive. If you're looking for help, email tayat.trans@stmartingov.org. Permit holders are urged to apply early to avoid disruptions. SXM DOT website goes live. Organizations are invited to register projects for 2026. The St. Martin DOT website is now live, officially launching preparations for SXM DOT 2026, the island's largest volunteer event. Organizations across St. Martin are invited to register projects for Friday, May 15th and Saturday, May 16th, 2026. Organized by the Be the Change Foundation in collaboration with Orania Funds, SXM DOT mobilizes thousands of volunteers each year to support schools, social organizations, care institutions, and community initiatives. This year's theme, From Jump Up to Step Up, encourages the community to channel post-carnival energy into meaningful volunteer action. Website is at www.sxmdot.com. The project registration and funding deadline is February 28, 2026. Now, if you want to know who can register, nonprofits can, schools, community groups, and organizations. When it comes to the benefits, of course, eligibility for Orania Funds financial support is possible. Also, visibility to attract volunteers. Don't forget the chance to be among the first 10 early DOT-E recipients. Organizations can use the website to register a volunteer activity, to apply for a financial contribution, and to connect with volunteers. Volunteer coaches will follow up with registered organizations to provide guidance and support. For assistance, email info.ssmdude@gmail.com. SSMDude 2026 is a call to action for the entire community. Plan early, step up, and make a lasting impact. Island Gems supports NEPA breakfast program with kitchen equipment. Island Gems Charity Foundation has donated essential kitchen equipment to support the upcoming breakfast program at the National Institute for Professional Advancement, known as NEPA, helping ensure students start their school day nourished and ready to learn. The donation follows a request from NEPA, which plans to launch the program in February. The initiative is expected to serve around 70 students each day, addressing the challenge of students arriving to class without a proper meal, an issue that can affect focus, energy, and academic performance. Island Gems provided key appliances and service items needed to operate the program, including a refrigerator, microwave, electric kettle, blender, coffee urn, storage units, drinkware, serving baskets, utensils, and related kitchen equipment. The presentation was attended by Island Gems President Alita Singh, along with foundation members and NEPA representatives, including Adjunct Director Damali Bryson, Student Care Coordinator Audrey Wilson, and Social Worker Marva Simmons. Hospitality and cook instructors guided students in preparing and serving refreshments, highlighting NEPA's hands-on learning approach. Access to education goes beyond books and classrooms, Singh said. When students are hungry, learning becomes harder. This program helps remove a basic barrier so students can focus and thrive. Island Gems, the island's oldest all-women charity organization, continues its long-standing commitment to education, youth development, and social welfare through practical, needs-based support. The foundation funds its work primarily through its annual costume gala, scheduled for March 28, 2026, at Emilio's restaurant.
When we come back, we go to our in-depth feature of the day, exploring one of the island's most thought-provoking topics. That's just ahead. Stay tuned.
You know, we all talk about having rights. And yeah, we do.
We have the right to be safe.
The right to learn and get an education.
The right to speak up and be heard.
The right to dream big and build our future.
But listen, rights don't stand alone.
We also have responsibilities.
Real talk, if we want respect, we gotta give respect too.
St. Martin is our home.
So let's protect it. Keep our beaches clean, our streets clean, and show love to nature.
Healthy island, healthy future.
Our parents and guardians do a lot for us.
Let's show respect, talk to them, and listen, even when it's hard.
School prepares us for life.
So we show up, we stay focused, and we put in effort.
We want opportunities, so we work for them.
We are part of this community, every village, every culture, every neighborhood.
Let's be kind, positive, and supportive.
A stronger community starts with us.
And most importantly, we are responsible for ourselves.
We make healthy choices for our mind and body.
We believe in our goals and our voice and our future.
Our rights give us power, our responsibilities make us leaders. Together we rise.
The Convention of the Rights of the Child isn't just a policy, it's protection and responsibility. When our children learn their rights, they are better prepared to take on their responsibility. This public service announcement is brought to you by the Department of Youth.
Let's put everything on the table. People always give their opinion, and you can either take it or crunch it. Let them judge. We give in to the most irresistible flavor. We devour every nugget that falls in our hands, especially when it's our crunchy fried chicken. and let the crumbs fly if needed. Let them keep judging. We'll keep indulging. KFC, it's finger-licking good.
You could talk to your family, talk to your friends. Affordability and convenience. Community connection, that makes sense. Reliability with experience. Hey, for every love, every adventure. #1 provider, they got ya. We tell them your data is always on. You can opt out whenever you want. Tell them we always on. For every moment when you want more. Tell them we always on. Stay connected when you want to roll. Control my data, yeah, yeah, yeah. Always connected every time, everywhere. Money low, but I never fair. I know, tell them is there. Connectivity, that's what I like. Flexibility, that's what I like. Reliability, that's what I like. Tell them, sign me up for life. Tell them we always on. For every moment when you want more. Come tell them we always on. Stay connected when you want to go. Come tell them we always on. For every moment when you want more. Tell them we always on. Stay connected when you want to road.
Is in the ear and it's about to spread like wildfire when Freedom Fighters Foundation proudly presents the 27th annual Bob Marley Tribute Concert, Friday, February 6th at the Soggy Dollar Bar in Simpson Bay, featuring live performance by St. Martin's finest artists, featuring Percy Rankin, Essence, Timo, Lady Rubia, Cool J, Zoraida, Sigma, Roxy, Toby Hodge, Chantilia, Michael Madewell, and the music of the Freedom Fighters Band. Showtime is 9 p.m. sharp. Admission is $30 in advance, $40 at the door. Tickets available at the Eitel Shack on the Bush Road and from members of the Freedom Fighters Foundation. Don't miss the 27th anniversary of the Bob Marley Tribute Concert, February 6th at the Soggy Dollar Bar in Simpson Bay at 9 p.m.
Like you never did before.
Welcome back. Each day we take a moment to go beyond the headlines and look deeper into the issues, people, and conversations shaping life here on St. Martin. Welcome to today's News Desk feature.
A new visitor survey suggests that while crime remains a major concern for visitors to the Dutch side of St. Martin, chronic traffic congestion and deteriorating road conditions may now pose an even greater threat to the island's tourism product. The online poll was conducted by Massachusetts-based travel writer Jeff Berger through his Everything SXM Facebook group, which includes thousands of frequent visitors, stayover tourists, and expatriates with long-standing ties to the island. According to the survey, 99% of respondents were stayover tourists and expats, the visitor segment that spends the most time driving the island, patronizing local businesses, and engaging with Dutch side services. While crime ranked as the single most pressing concern, cited by 28% of respondents, traffic congestion and poor road conditions combined were cited by 35%, making infrastructure-related issues the top overall frustration. Several respondents described feeling unsafe due to crime incidents, including armed robberies and vehicle thefts. Others expressed concern about police visibility and enforcement, saying that unresolved security issues could influence whether they return or recommend the destination. At the same time, many visitors said traffic congestion is now the most consistent and unavoidable problem, particularly in high tourism corridors such as Simpson Bay, Cole Bay, and routes leading to Phillipsburg and Maho Beach. Visitors reported spending hours stuck in gridlock, missing excursions, cutting outings short, or avoiding certain areas altogether. Some cruise passengers reportedly chose not to disembark, while stayover tourists say they plan daily activities around traffic or abandon plans entirely. Road conditions also emerged as a major concern. Respondents criticized delayed pothole repairs, short-lived asphalt patches, and a lack of long-term road maintenance, noting that traffic volumes have increased dramatically while infrastructure has largely remained unchanged. The survey also touched on broader systemic issues tied to congestion, including the absence of a structured public transportation system, unregulated development, inadequate zoning, unreliable utilities, and limited traffic enforcement. One recurring theme among comments was planning, or the lack of it. Visitors noted that tourism growth, vehicle imports, and construction have outpaced road capacity, drainage systems, and traffic management, creating daily friction for both residents and guests. While crime dominates headlines and social media, the poll suggests that infrastructure failures quietly erode the visitor experience every day, shaping how long guests stay and where they spend money and whether they return at all. The findings arrived at a critical moment for St. Martin as the island continues to promote tourism growth while grappling with capacity limits across roads, policing, and public services. The question raised by this survey is not whether tourism is growing, but whether the systems supporting it are keeping pace. Because for many visitors, the memory of a destination is not shaped by a single incident, but by what they experience every single day on its roads.
Before we wrap up, we take a moment each day to check in with our neighbors across the region. There's always a story worth paying attention to. Here's today's regional headline.
Out of Nevis, U.S. partners to preserve historic Bath Hotel. News coming out of Nevis highlights a continued commitment to preserve the island's rich cultural heritage. The United States has partnered with the government of St. Kitts and Nevis to mark the successful completion of the second phase of restoration work at the historic Bath Hotel. The project, supported by the U.S. government's Ambassador's Fund for Cultural Preservation, received just over $400,000 in funding across 2 phases and focused on restoring and stabilizing the landmark site. Representatives from the U.S. Embassy, the Nevis Island Administration, and the Nevis Historical and Conservation Society gathered at the Bath Hotel to recognize the milestone. Officials emphasized the importance of safeguarding the site, which holds historical significance as one of the Caribbean's earliest purpose-built hotels and as a symbol of Nevis's long tradition of hospitality. Nevis also shares a unique historical connection with the United States as the birthplace of Alexander Hamilton, one of America's founding fathers. U.S. officials noted that the restoration project reflects strong bilateral ties and a shared commitment to preserving cultural heritage for future generations. The completion of this phase ensures that the Bath Hotel will continue to serve as an important educational and cultural resource for the island and the wider region.
That's all the time we have for today's edition of St. Martin News Desk.
Thank you for joining us. Remember, new episodes premiere every weekday morning at 8 a.m. on TV 15 and then across our social media platforms. I'm Elsa Lawrence.
And I'm Yesenia Lassiter, wishing you an amazing evening. See you tomorrow.
Keep them friendly.